Here in Cincinnati, great American ballpark and a city steeped in baseball history, MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. So the Cincinnati Reds have already won the series, and now they go for the 4-game sweep, Chris. It's been a lopsided series so far.
Yeah, they've clearly been the better team, and I expect them to come out today looking to tie a bow on this series. And on the other side, most teams run into at least a 3-game sweep at some point, but not every team looks back at a 4-game sweep at the end of the year. And I'll say this, as a player, it's especially frustrating when the losses keep coming against the same team. So if they can salvage a win today, this series won't go down quite as sour.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Coming up on the first pitch, on the hill here today, Andrew Abbott. Going to be hard to top his last start, Singy.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
All right, ready to get underway. And here's the veteran outfielder, Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
The wind to kick the pitch. Ball one low. And he deals. Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Willie Adames.
And boom, he was a force over the last month. An OPS over 1,000. Man, just really dialed in at the plate right now. So capable of doing major damage every time he steps in the box. Tell you what, I always enjoy watching this guy do his thing.
Stepping in, Andrew Monasterio with 6 hits in the series coming into this one. That's in there. Abbott measures 6 feet even, 190 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Strike 2.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Candelario on the first, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, the catcher, William.
2 outs, base is empty. William Contreras will hit next. There's a strike. That to right. And that is that. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here in Cincinnati, today's starting pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. What do you look for here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Ellie De La Cruz leading things off and takes a strike.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
Here's David Bell's lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Matt McClain.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Will Benson, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Late on that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. And that one missing low. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone.
Batting third.
Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedel.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
In there at the knees. Two outs, base is empty. That one pushed to the left and foul. The 0-2. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
A wind and a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. In the air, left field, down the line. Yelich makes the grab, and that's the inning. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started, and the batter will be the shortstop, Willie Adames. The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Our plate umpire, Freddie Ferguson. Next offering is downstairs. Singing, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Kicks and deals. Good job to fight that one off. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Homered last night, added another hit as well. That pitch gets the corner. That's strike 1. No score here in the second. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. 2 away now.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Joey Wiemer in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Batting second. The center fielder,
Here's Jackson Churio. Not only is he young, Singy, he's the first player born in 2004 to reach the major leagues.
Is that supposed to make us feel good about ourselves?
No.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Man at second. Swinging a foul straight back. And a pitch. And a swing and a miss there. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top of the second. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Fastball to letters throws him for strike 3. Milwaukee leaves 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now here's the Reds' cleanup hitter, Matt McClain. Woodruff back to work. Woodruff, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seamer, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Here comes a pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Misses, and it's a full count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, and 1 gone.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Jonathan India at the plate. 4 for 12 in the series so far. Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty.
See ya.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Goes down looking. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jeimer Candelario. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two outs. And another ball.
2-0.
Backed off the plate that time.
3-0.
Righty delivers. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Jake Fraley stands in now and watches strike 1. Candelario leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Edge in his zone for a strike. 0-2 now.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And here it comes. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
1-2.
Next offering is down low. Got him. And that will end the inning. So 1 left for Cincinnati. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Up now for Milwaukee, Owen Miller. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The 1-0. Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And a pitch. That one ripped right center field. And that should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
This is Bryce Terang. Just 2 for 11 in the series so far. That one catches the zone. 0-1. Man at second. There's a strike. Misses, and it's 1-2.
Very close pitch there, and that was a big one. Clearly, he thought he got the inside corner on the mound, and he's showing his frustration a little bit.
Left-hand hitter waits. Pitch misses there, and the count is even 2-2.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
That one misses, and a full count now. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Benson going back on this one, and it's gone. And they jump out front. It's 2-0.
Clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence. It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Inside corner for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now, Andrew Monasterio grounded out his first time. On the ground to third, and that one handled. Throw to first is in time. Two outs, base is empty. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Flied to right his first time. And there's a strike.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And delivers outside. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the finale of this 4-game set. Outside, 2-1. And there's a foul ball. And another ball. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Thomas in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Contreras off of first with 2 away. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Next pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And a pitch. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
And there's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Brew. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Hoskins pushes it foul. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And that one a little below the knees, and it's 2-1. Two on, 2 outs. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. He made him pay for that one. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 5-zip. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the right fielder, Joey Weimer. That one misses. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
That's down and in. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. The pitch. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
Batting 9, the catcher, Tyler.
Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. And that one hit to first. Miller takes it to the bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
The shortstop, Ellie.
So the batting order turns over. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Grounded out his first time. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. The 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. On to the fourth, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jackson Chourio. And a pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Friedel drifts towards it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter number 2, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. He's already homered in this game. First offering, and it just misses. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brandon Williamson loosening up for manager David Bell. The lefty, the 1-0. And that's a little high. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Bottom 4, in now for the Reds, Will Benson.
The right fielder.
Benson, 25 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. High fly ball down the left field line. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, center fielder,
TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. Fly to left his first time. Trying to bunt his way on, and he grabs it foul. One down, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
second baseman,
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt McLean. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. The Brewers leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Late with the swing there.
1-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Outside low, 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs. that's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
India at the plate and takes high there. That misses off the outside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Kicks and fires. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Reds leave 1. It's 5-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Brandon Williamson. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Now it's Christian Yelich. The pitch. And a foul ball.
Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wouldn't chase that time. Close, but called a ball. Full count now.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one hit to right. Sizing this one up. Nabs it. 1 away.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Now the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Fly ball to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the catcher, William Contreras.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Outside. Ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. He swings and fouls one off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Yeah, that skips into dirt. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Gone in order are the Brewers. But they hold a 5-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jamer Candelario. And the right-hander back to work. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, these Reds just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Fraley in the box now. No balls and a strike.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Line drive, base hit, right field.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now at the plate, Spencer Steer. He's 0 for 1.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
And a foul ball. Fraley leads off first with 1 away. Foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Now batting.
Now the catcher up to hit, Tyler Stevenson. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And there's a ball.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That's in there. And the count 1-1.
1-1.
And another ball. The count 2-1. And that's outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Center for a base hit. Throw in hopes the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. First pitch misses. And the right-hander deals. That one at 95 missed up top. 2-0. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Robert to right field. Way back. Gone. Circles the bases, his second of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-3.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now.
number 2 hitter, Will Benson. That one a little bit high. Ball 1. The Brewers up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
And another ball. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Yelich puts it away, and that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 5-3. Back after this on the show. Back here at Great American Ballpark, all set for the top of the 6th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Adames. Williamson back to work. Foul ball there. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. The throw to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
Now it's the DH, Rhys Hoskins, looking to do more of what he did back in the 3rd.
No doubt. That 3-run homer is a huge reason why they're in a good spot right now in this ball game, and an important swing of the bat.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. One out, bases empty. Next offering misses down and away. And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and there's 2 away.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
2 outs. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Oh, the throw is wild.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
And now, Jackson Chourio. Right through there for a strike. Weimer, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now this is in the air down the line. Gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Brewers 5 and the Reds 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, TJ Friedl. The wind of the pitch. Strike 1.
0-1.
Fought off foul. Righty to the plate. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Contreras collects, fires to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Interesting sequence right there for the 3-pitch punch out. Kept everything away, so it was all pretty much coming out of the same tunnel. But that was a great job of using the changeup to upset the timing and get him out front after coming at him with hard stuff with the first 2 pitches of the at-bat.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt McLean. And there's a foul ball. The Brewers leading by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Jonathan India, the next to hit for the Reds. And a good eye there.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Dives, and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 1 out. Jamer Candelario, the next to hit for the Reds. That's inside, and that's ball 1. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the finale of this 4-game set. That's a little bit low. Movement in the bullpen. Colby Milner, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Figueroa, the right-hander, also getting loose. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now Jake Fraley, 1 for 2. There's a strike up high. 0-1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We go to the top of the 7th. Up now for Milwaukee, Owen Miller.
Owen Miller.
The pitch. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0 ball, 1 strike.
1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1. 1 1.
well struck left field. Fraley going back for it. And that ball is gone. So he goes yard to left. And they boost their lead. It's 6-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A breaking ball up and in, you have to be careful to not jam yourself. The velocity's not going to do it, but your swing path can if you come off of the baseball. Pulled his hands tight to the body. Really good job of explosion through the zone and drove it out of here.
Turang up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out. Here the top half of inning number 7. Left-hand batter waits. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Good eye right there.
Full count.
3-2 now. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So digging in, Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
Just missed.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Runner at first with no outs here. Looked like it was a little bit up. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Step off throw to first. Turang gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Turang gets his lead at first with nobody out. And another ball. Hit hard, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
Here's the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And he deals. And that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score, and they lead by 4.
Back-to-back base hits. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Emilio Pagan will take over here. This is his 5th appearance of the year. And the batter now, William Contreras. A strikeout and a walk. Fly ball center field. Sizes this one up. He makes the grab.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me out. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Willie Adames stands in. That misses, and it's 1-0. Hard ground ball, base knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, it's off the mark, and he scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
First and second, 1 out. Rhys Hoskins, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out. So 2 down now, and here is Joey Wiemer. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That's ripped. Base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. But it's offline, and it's 9-3. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1.
Adames on second. Wiemer on at first with 2 down. Just missed. And fires in a fastball at 95. Here's a 1-2. And that one upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Brewers 9 and the Reds 3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Wade Miley.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. You still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Spencer Steer getting ready to hit.
The first baseman.
Miley in his 13th season, more than 100 career wins on the mound. He joined the team as a free agent.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So, man aboard. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. First pitch, just misses.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Pitch misses inside. Down 2-0. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Up next for Cincinnati, the shortstop, Ellie.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup, Ellie De La Cruz. The next to hit for the Reds, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Swings through that.
0-2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Benson stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The Brewers up big in this one here, the bottom of the 7th. Ball to strike. The pitch. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for Cincinnati. Still way back. It's 9-3. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Up now for Milwaukee, Owen Miller. Pagan back to work. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. In the air out to center. Friedel coming on. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. 1 down.
The batter number 2, second baseman.
Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. The Brewers up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fastball for a strike.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Christian Yelich.
So the lineup flips over. Christian Yelich up now for the Brewers. And he pumps it a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. That one ripped. And it's a 1-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And he takes a strike. At the belt and fires. Grips the corner. That's that's strike two.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
2 outs. And he chases that one. And that is that. Brewers strand one, but they lead it 9-3. Back here in Cincinnati, and now the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. As the lefty gets to work. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Monasterio drifts towards it, makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 9, second baseman,
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Bases empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one the other way. Terang tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
the batter, number 6, designated hitter, Jonathan.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Jonathan India. That's off the mark.
That's
ball
a ball.
1. And another ball. The wind to kick the 2-0. That one hit the knees for a strike. Stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Popped up. Should have this one. Makes the catch, inning over. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ian Jabot. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now the catcher comes up to hit, William Contreras.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And they'll do it again. And ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-2.
The pitch. That one just misses.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Willie Adames now at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. A wind in the pitch.
That's the ball.
Activity in the bullpen. Lucas Sims getting ready to go. Mole, a left-hander, also throwing. The 1-2.
2-2.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 2 outs, base is empty. So here's the Brewers DH, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 10-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Base is empty with 2 away. Next for the Brewers, Joey Wiemer. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
The wide to kick the pitch. Top of the zone for a called strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch inside, and a count 1-2.
1-2.
That one 95 to finish him off. But the Brewers add 1 with a solo shot. It's now 10-3. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
In now for the Reds, Jeimer Candelario.
The third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
And here it comes. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1. Williams, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
That one missed.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Just off the inside edge. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Kicks and fires. In the dirt, and that's ball 3.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
He's 2 outs away. Jake Fraley, the next to hit for the Reds. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Steer, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. The 0-1 hammers that one, curling down the line and foul.
Well, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
Ball one there. Yeah, that's a little bit high. It's 2-2. Fraley stands at first with one out. Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Reds down to their final out. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. There's a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Outside low, and 1-1. The Reds with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
Final score here today, 10-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.